Hello, good evening. I was going to say it's Wednesday. It's not. It's Thursday, and it's Thursday night. So Wednesday wouldn't have made any sense at all, would it? Anyway, tonight we are launching our brand new Christmas stamps for 2024. There's a few of them, and if you like our sketches designs, you're going to love these ones. So just going to have to bear with my thing makes it all fancy, put my logos, did a bit of an update, and now I haven't got a clue where everything's moved to, because it wasn't just a little update, they've moved everything. So if I look like I'm looking frantically around, it's because they've moved everything. Evening, Maxine. So let me see if I can get this right. There we go. So we have got two new designs today. We have a gorgeous little poinsettia. Well, it's not a little one because we've got a big version of it, and we have some baubles, right, which is kind of the basis for our new stamps, because I couldn't quite decide what we were going to do. So I'm going to start with the baubles. We have, I nearly clicked my mouse then, that would have really not worked very well, would it? So this is our bauble border, and the saying with it goes, may the magic of Christmas never end. If I turn that over, you can see it's a really good one. I've sized it so it fits on 6x6s, but obviously it can be used on DL or anything like that. And then you've got your little saying. Again, if I kind of put my thumb next to it, you can see the size of it. And then I've used the same baubles on our bauble corner. I'm trying to remember what I've called them all. I'll get there. I will remember. So this is our bauble corner. Again, these are actually the same size as our bauble, and you'll see why in a moment. And with this one, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 different sayings. So with the warmest thoughts at Christmas time, Happy Christmas, wishing you all the happiness your heart can hold, and wishing you a Christmas decorated with happiness and wonder. So they're the 4 sayings on this one. And as I've been working with them, I am wanting to make some of these sayings, because they are rather nice, I will admit, into some larger ones like theirs. So if I turn that one over again, if I put my hand next to it, you can see the size of that stamp. Again, it'll work on your 6x6s, but it also works on your larger cards too. And as I was saying before, this bauble and this bauble, even though they don't look it, they are the same size, which means, bear with where I have a root in my pile, here we go. You have our border additions. Now they look a bit odd, don't they? But this little one and this one fit in the centre of these two. And then you've got some pine sprigs from your tree, and then, like I say, you've got the centre decorations for those baubles. So they all work together really, really nicely. I'm going to put them to one side. We've then got our poinsettia, so you can have a little one. It's not that little though, to be honest. And then we have a larger one too. So if I turn them over, your small one, again, it's like the size of the palm of my hand. And with that one you get warmest wishes and remember, cherish and celebrate. And then on this larger one, this one's a beast, I will admit it, he is huge. Look at the size of that one. And then you get a smaller one as well on there. So actually between the two you get 3 different sizes of poinsettia. And this one you've got season's greetings, may the wonder of Christmas be with you always, and Christmas wishes. So you can see we've got very nice little sayings there. So we've got those two. And then using our poinsettia again, we've got what I've called our Christmas cube. And this is great for your DLs. So you've got a cube that then you can fit these little panels in. So you've got your little poinsettias, and you've also got your Happy Christmas. So either of those fit neatly. This one's rather snug, as you can imagine, into this panel. And again, if I turn that over to give you an idea of the size on that one. There we go. So those are our poinsettias. Let me put them all together. And then I couldn't resist. See, that made sense, didn't it, of doing them that way? I couldn't decide how I was going to do them. So, and then you have this little one, which is the beautiful, I've called it a Christmas greetings panel, similar to our birthday one that we had in a multi-make a few months back. So you've got all different sayings in this one, so you can snip into it as well. So Enjoy the season, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Christmas wishes, 'tis the season. Wishing you a very happy Christmas, season's greetings, and happy Christmas down at the bottom. And again, you've got a couple of little baubles on there. So turn that over, you can see the size again of that one. And again, if you want to extend it, you just stamp it underneath. It's a really good one to use. So those are our stamps for Christmas 2024. It doesn't seem like, oh, we're really dark tonight, I've just realised. Move that round a bit. Yeah, we're really dark tonight for some reason. So we've got our poinsettias or our baubles, depending on what you fancy, but they're all sketched. They've all been hand drawn and then transferred onto the computer. There you go. If you have a look at a few little samples, it feels like I'm what's that game, Tetris, playing Tetris with those. So I'm going to start off with, this is from our large tongue tied. This is our large poinsettia. So you have got that lovely big image, and then I've used small ones just to create a panel, a background on this one, and then I've just used Christmas wishes on there. And that one's been done using oxides, but you can see just how beautifully simple it is to paint them. So literally I've just gone in with my oxide and just painted. Again, I don't think I should use the word painted, I've just slopped colour on there. Yep, there's that one. This one I think is upside down, really helps there. So this one is Brusho. So again, you can see I've just literally stamped it in both corners, and we've got our season's greetings on there. Really simple, but I do think it looks quite pretty. I think that one was Brusho. And then you've got another one, Brusho again, I think. Again, 6x6. So you can see we've got an A5, 6x6 and a 5x7, and it all just works and all fits. Yep. And this one we've got, may the wonder of Christmas be with you always on there. So just coloured it, literally stamped, coloured in, and then splattered a few times over the top. Then we have got, I think they've all got messed up, so we have got our Christmas cube, and you can see here I have put one of those little panels, the little poinsettia one. So you've got your blank, and then you've got your little poinsettias that just fit in nicely, snugly down that side. And then I've just used a Happy Christmas, which also fits in here, to create my greeting on my card there. Okay. Next up we have our bauble corner. I've used, you can see the distressed spritz on this one, so it's got a bit of a sheen. It doesn't look the greatest of colours there, does it? But actually, there we go. It's really funny, isn't it, the distress spritz? You've got to get it in the right light and you see the colours. But basically it's yellow, red and blue. It doesn't look like that on screen, but it is, I promise. So this is our baubles corner, and I've used the saying there, wishing you Christmas decorated with happiness and wonder. Again, I think that as a nice big stamp would be wonderful. So just really simply, so distressed spritz, and it looks a bit like Brusho on that one. I've gone to town on this next one. So I have that lovely greetings panel on my base card all over it, and then we've got our corner again. This time it's done with oxide, I think, looking at it. And then we've got wishing you all the happiness your heart can hold on that one as well. And got another one using the corner. So on this one we've got warmest thoughts at Christmas time, and then you can see I've just created a panel using the panel in the background there. And then you have got your lovely corner again, coloured in, I think that's distress ink, no, distress oxide. And then if you can just see, I've put a little bit of splattering over the top on that one. Yeah, and then we've just got our warmest thoughts at Christmas time on there as well. but they really take minutes to colour in. And I've gone a bit over the top with this one. So this is our Christmas cube again. So you can see how that Happy Christmas fits in really neatly in there. I've used that gorgeous panel in the background, and then I've just decoupaged that little poinsettia out of there. But again, all the poinsettias will work together. So I could have put a little one on there if I wanted to. And you'll notice that background panel is what's in the back of our cube as well, so it all links together, so you don't have to think about what you're picking up to work with. It's all there working together. Next we've got that lovely bauble border in pinks and blues, because Christmas can be any colour, can't it? And I've got May the Magic of Christmas Never End, so that's the saying that comes with your little border baubles. I can't, too many buzz in that sentence. Border, yeah, that one. Baubles border baubles, whichever one. They work the same, don't they? So literally it has just been a splodgy background, that panel over the top, so the Christmas greetings over the top in one of the colours I've used, and then our baubles stamped over there, and then I've just done a scratchy border around the edge, but really simple, but really quite effective on that one. Near the end here. So lovely DL using that cube. So you can see here you've got the Happy Christmas in it, or you have got your lovely little poinsettia in there. So it's up to you. You could do one panel at the top and then your sayings at the bottom. Completely up to you what you do. But again, really simple, really easy to colour. And just makes a fab little DL that one, doesn't it? That one. And then the final one again is another bauble, but yeah, that one, the bauble board. I'm having trouble with that tonight, aren't I? So the bauble border, again, just spray, stamped over the top and then coloured in. So I've got yellow, a blue and a purple bauble there. I like to try and keep it quite traditional. And then the saying again that comes with that bauble border. Too many birds. May the magic of Christmas never end. So there you go. I've got to admit I haven't used the little one because I was running out of time, and I like to do them all in their groups, if that makes sense. So I think that one has to be one of my favourites. But really easy to do. There you go. Changing up the colours a little bit on that one, but again you can see just how quick and easy those, oh that's the other way, isn't it, that way, those stamps are to colour. So I thought we would have a bit of a play, because I've not used that little poinsettia to create any samples, which I thought I had, but anyway, I'll probably find them at a later date. I have got, there you go, a little 5x7, and what I've done is I've done double matte on it, because these stamps just shout traditional colours, don't they? Especially the poinsettia, because it is a very, very traditional Christmas. So I've got a green and a lovely sparkly red background there, and I'm going to grab my poinsettia. And I'm thinking we're going to do a couple of these, because they really are super quick to colour in. But I do love the sketchy look of them. And it's nice being able to draw and then pop them onto the computer, whereas before I was always drawing and then recreating in basic shapes on the computer. Whereas now, I just go for it. I'm thinking 3. We're going to fill this full of Christmas flowers. Let's get this inked up. There we go. So this one's going to come into this bottom corner. It does feel very strange having one of the warmest days for a long time sat here doing Christmas. I will admit I have had my Christmas tunes on as well to get me in the mood. I looked for my little Christmas tree but I couldn't find it. You know, to decorate the place as well. I'll put it somewhere safe. I'm not sure if I actually put it back in the loft with the others. There we go, that works, doesn't it? There we go. Oops. And then the last one. I want to keep this. I want to embrace the white space tonight. And just have those gorgeous red flowers popping out. But you know what I'm like with white space. It doesn't always, I might want to do it. It might not always want to happen. I'm going to pop that one in there, I think. There we go. How pretty does that look? So that's a 5x7. You can see how well they fit on there. Right, let's get this dry because I think I'm going to use my marker pens because they do look stunning using marker pens. Or should I use my brush shape? Marker pens, I think, tonight. I just need to make sure it's really dry before we throw any more colour. That's it. There we go. Right, so let me just grab my pens. And then two. And then two. I thought they were going to roll off the table at me. I'm just going to start with the leaves. I always start with my leaves. I don't know why. I think it's because to me it's the background, isn't it? The leaves. But I like starting with the leaves. I guess I'd be more upset if I'd coloured my flower in and then I messed up my leaves. So I'm just colouring these in really quickly. But you don't have to be precious about the colouring in on here because they are such a, well, they're sketch, aren't they? It does allow for my dodgy colouring. There we go. And again, I am just being as quick as I can doing this. So I'm not really taking as much care and attention as you guys would. As I always say, I'm not the best colourer. I was hoping Bear would be with me tonight and then he could have coloured in, but he's in a strop because Rosie finished school but he hasn't. He's got another week and 1 day. So you can imagine the strop that created. Whew. Quickly forgot that he had an extra week off in June. There we go. So what's people's favourites? The flower or those lovely baubles? Even though I can't say the word tonight. They are both really easy to use. No, I have got a bit of green to do there, and I can see a bit there as well. So basically on the poinsettias, you've got the ones with the squiggly bits, they're your leaves, and you've got the bits with the lines, which are your flowers. Really simple. Okay. Again, just embracing the sketchiness of it. That sounds really dodgy, doesn't it? It's a bit sketchy, that stamp. I mean it in a drawing term, not that the this drawing's sketchy. And as you can imagine, doing these, if you've got lots to make, it's going to be really, really easy. Again, it's all about keeping it simple. And having fun, because I get really stressed out if I have to over concentrate on things, so I can keep it nice and simple. Well, not stressed out, but you know what I'm like when I have to measure things. Whew. Susie breaks up tomorrow. Woohoo! Yeah, well, Bear's got another week. Not sure how we're going to make it to another week. And they've kind of done all the fun stuff already, though he's been making clay models today, and he's been doing some sewing yesterday, so his teacher's trying her best. She's going to have to try even harder now his sister's off school. Whew. There we go. So I'm just literally colouring these in, and you can see it. Like I always say, I'm not being delicate with it at all. Just swapping the colour on. Because even if you leave little white bits in your colouring, I think it kind of works. So if you can see there. Okay. I've just reread that, Susie. You're off till the 27th of August. I think we're the 4th of September. Well, 3rd and 4th, because he goes back the day earlier than her. Ooh, not told him that bit yet. But yeah. It seems to have come around really fast, this school holiday. I think it's because it's been quite dull, hasn't it? The weather's not been grand. I think my red's running out. There we go. I'll get there in the end. Maybe doing 3 was a bit much. He'll be alright. There we go. Right. We'll keep going with this one, I think. There we go. I'm hoping we've now got the summer. There we go, nearly there, nearly there. So you always forget that side, don't you, Susie, that you know, teachers obviously have to be in a lot more than the kids. I think ours go back on the Monday, and then they're back in school on the Tuesday. They are good though, they do try to spread their teacher training days like one per month, so you just get like a random Friday off every now and again, which is nice. Well, it's nice for Bear, not so nice when you forget about it until he reminds you the night before it. Right, I'm nearly there with this. I'm gonna jump because my pen's deciding it doesn't want to colour. I'm gonna do the darker red and then I'll come back to this one. So it might warm it up a bit. So I'll grab burgundy as my other colour. Yep. So I'm just doing a little lines. Again, nothing too complicated. You can complicate it if you want, but I don't think you need to. Again, because we've got that very sketchy. So forgiving. I think I picked up the wrong colour pen as well, but hey ho, it'll be fine. I should really make that into a stamp, shouldn't I? And let's not overcomplicate it. There we go, nearly there. So just dragging little lines as if I was using my paintbrush. I would do exactly the same with my paintbrush as I am doing with my pens. Evening, Mum. To be fair, I think I was late starting as well. I normally am. I run back into the house just to do a few final things, and then I get involved in things that I should have really just ignored and walked on past. So tonight's was we had a missing pleco in Rosie's tank. He isn't missing, he's just hiding because that's what he does. But we'd only seen one of the two for the last few days. So Rosie was starting to get like a bit worried. But they were there. Just had to put some food in and they soon came to find her. Because they know they're in trouble as well, because they moved a few ornaments around in their tank and uprooted some plants. So they know they're in trouble. So they were avoiding her, I think. It's the right little monkeys are those two plecos. Ed's in his tank. Nah. Don't say boo to a goose, does that one. But Rosie's, whew. Got some juice back in it now, this one. But you can see how beautiful they look with very little work. And then we will stamp one of those sayings from the set with them. I'm now thinking, oh, I should have drawn a little bit of our... Yeah, my pen's not coming back that much. Tell you what, if I use the other end it might. There we go. Needed the other end. I do line down flat as well, so you shouldn't have more colour in one end than the other, but hey ho. It gets us to the end. Okay, and then we just need to do our little bit with it. So you can see the difference, can't you, between the little one and the big one. So there's our little one, and that's the size of the big one. Yeah, so definitely a difference there. And you've got the teeny tiny one as well. It's in with your big one. So again, I'd colour this exactly the same whether I was using my brush hose, my oxides, lay down a light colour and then just come back in, just add a little bit of scratchy lines. And any white gaps, not really an issue because we have that sketchy nature of the stamp. There we go, last one. Oof. Don't know what it is. I can sit and hold a paintbrush all day, but trying to colour really does hurt my hand after a bit. Right, done. Done away. So you can see how awesome this is going to look on our little. I'm going to turn that mat around because it's got a bit of a scratch on it. There we go. On our triple layer, or double layer into, not triple layer. Oh no, it is 3. There you go. Don't know why I'm spending all my time doing that. So we've got that one. Let's grab, I'm going to do warmest wishes. Yeah, I think it's just going to go there. So I just need a little stamping block and a little scrap. Ooh, that's a bit dirty. See what that one's like. There we go. That was a naughty girl, I left my ink lid off. I'm just going to have our warmest wishes. You know what, I'm going to give it a bit of a border. Then we're going to do a bit of doodling around the edge as well. There's that one. Give it a quick blast because you know what I'm like with inky pinkies. Right. Ooh, that's not cut very straight, is it? Thank you. Even I could see that wasn't cut very straight. And then I've got a little bit of my green. And just need to grab a little bit of red if I can find some. I've only got a teeny tiny bit of red left. Let me just grab that one. I'm going to do it in the same order, otherwise it'll drive me crackers looking at it. So I'm going to do red and then green. Ooh. Come on, glue. I've done that one a bit big. Yeah, only a smidge too big. There we go. Let's move that to one side because we might use that again. We're going to do exactly the same with our green. Now, one of these sides has got a bit of a texture to it, so we're going to use that side. There we go. Get this one done. I'm going to leave that up there. Right, let's do a little bit of doodling, and then I think this is pretty good to go. She says if she can find her doodle pen. Doodle pen, where have you gone? That one will do. It was in my tub. So, because these are sketchy, I keep saying that, we should come up with better words, shouldn't we? Oh, thank you, Trinu. So I'm just going to go. So I'm scratching it. Yeah? And I think that looks better than doing nice, smooth doodles because it matches in with the sketchiness of this. Yeah? So it's really simple. Just, ooh. That went a bit off-piste, but never mind. She says it's really simple and then she messes it up. So just do scratchy lines, yep, and then I'm going to do exactly the same around here, but I'm going to leave little gaps around the poinsettias, so I'm going to put a little bit in there. Oh, I thought that was stuck then. I said something naughty then. Completely forgot it wasn't stuck. Up here as well. Oops, a daisy. Said it wasn't stuck and then I let go of it. There we go, I'm going to do that double actually. There we go, and again it all just fits in, doesn't it? That sketchy lines there. And yes, I've gone over the top with my matting here. But I think red and green, beautiful traditional Christmas colours. Use it alongside your poinsettia. And it is really easy to colour in, isn't it? Okay, could put a bit of ribbon on there if you wanted. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick. No, I'm not. I'm going to give my little poinsettia a centre. So where's my gold pen? Don't know why. In my head, poinsettias always need gold middles, don't they? Because there's those lovely bright yellow stamens in there. I'm going to do a few little dots as well. Because, well, you could put your little rhinestones or anything in there, couldn't you? I hadn't even noticed I hadn't done that one properly, but I hadn't even. There we go. But how quick is that to do? And I think it looks pretty cool. And just a little bit of post-it note, not a post-it note, foam pad. There we go. Just pop them on there. We've got our lovely little warmest wishes. Oh yeah, it's going to go on an angle. I could put a ribbon on there, I could put some brads on there to bling it up if I wanted to. But what did that take? About 10-15 minutes? Yeah, super easy to use that lovely poinsettia. There you go, so that was using what's it bit at the bottom of the pile? It was right at the bottom of the pile. So that is using that little one. Yep. But you can see the difference in size. So if I go and get the big one, so it's a very similar idea. So another 5x7. Don't think I'd quite get 3 on that one though, using that big one. Yeah. So do you fancy seeing another one? I haven't got any card cut because I didn't think that was going to be as quick as it was, but it was rather quick, wasn't it? So should we do another one? Should we use one of the baubles? So I am just going to quickly cut. Oh, actually, it's the one that you want to see. I'm going to cut a card. So if there's a stamp set you want me to use, let me know. I'll be 2 seconds cutting a piece of card. Won't be anything fancy like my first one. But if you've got one of the stamp sets you want me to use, let me know. I'm just going to cut a base card. So 2 minutes. Well, 2 seconds even. I am surprised how quickly these ones come together. Oh. Right, so I have got a 5x7 base. Anyone got any ideas what they fancy? Which stamp set they fancy me using? Should have a quick look through them again. Oops, the daisy. So in the poinsettias we have the big one. So that's just called poinsettia, sketch poinsettia. We've got the little cube. It's not as little as it looks. Yeah, good size that one. We have that lovely background, that panel saying as well. I think I'll use that as a background in this one. Bauble corner, good choice. So we've got our bauble border. It's only because you don't want me to say bauble border, isn't it? Yep. We've got our lovely little extras for our borders, and then we've got the one we're going to use, which is our bauble corner. Don't know what it is. I can't say bauble today. Anyway, right. So we are going to make this a bit of a traditional looking one again. Let me just grab my tea dye. So we're going to have a splodgy background. Bit of a splodgy background. If I can find my water, there it is. Because basically I just don't want white card. I want a bit of interest going on in my background. There we go. That'll do. So I am using the tea dye. Give this a quick blast. I'm not worrying about this being too dry because I'm going to actually use, make sure that's a bit flatter than what it was. It's like a banana. Not easy to stamp on a banana. Not that I've ever tried stamping on a banana, but I imagine it's not that easy to stamp on. Let me just put these back, otherwise I will never find them. There we go. Right, so we have got our Christmas greetings panel. With all those lovely little sayings on. Things like enjoy the season, it's a wonderful time of the year, 'tis the season, Christmas wishes, I'm trying to read them all as we go, wishing you a very happy Christmas, season's greetings, happy Christmas. There you go, I got through them in the end. So it's my background, I'm not worrying whether it stamps properly or not, because, well, it's a background. And we're just plonking it on wherever we want it to go. So I've done my big panels first and now we're going to piece it in. This one can go here. Just fill up my bits. Just like, oh, I need a bottom on that one as well. There you go, I could tell I hadn't put any ink on that at all that time. There we go, and then we need a bottom again. But how quick and easy is that for a background? Yep. Let me just tidy up. I know it's one of the only times you ever see me clean a stamp is when there's a bit of glue. So I've done something wrong then. It is a really useful, this one. I cannot, no matter what I do at the moment, I cannot get this desk clean. Don't know why. Anyway, right, so we have got that background going on. I think I am going to grab one of these as well. I am naughty because these haven't been cleaned at all and they've got oxide on there. I'm going to pop that on there. So that is the bold extras and we'll pop the extra bit in as well. So I'm getting the I wants. Well, I better peel paint this time. There we go. So all I'm going to do with this one is I put my tea dye away. I am going to use that again in a minute. I know what I'm like as well. I'll get it in the wrong lid. So we are just going to stamp some of these very randomly in the background. Again, it's background. Nobody cares really whether it stamps well or not. No. There we go, and then you can see I've got a bit of a gap going on there. Not happening, we need to fill that in. I'm cheating, I'm just using the big ones, but there is a little one in there as well. Knuckle stamp if you wanted to use that one. There we go, so I've just filled my background in and made a mess of my desk again. And then I wonder why my desk is always messy. There you go, I was a good girl this time. There we go. And pop that back over there. And now I want to dry this before I do anything else. Because I'm going to put my Versafine Claire over the top. So when I do that, I want it to be nice and dry. And what I should have done really was make sure my bubble, my bauble corner covers what I've just stamped. Oh. There we go. So I'm going to use this one. You do need a poly mount or a really big stamping base for this one. There we go. Because it is huge. And then I'm just going to position this before I even think. Oh, look at that. Yay. I did it. Right. So that is going to go about there. And I think I'm actually going to stamp in brown. And I know I don't normally stamp in brown, but I am because I think it looks lovely with... Yeah, that's the one. With these guys. And I'm going to stamp my baubles again as well, because normally I'd just paint them, but I've got a lot of stuff going on here. I've got the splodging, I've got the words, and then I've got that green as well. So any painting I do over the top of that is just going to get, well, it's just going to get muddy, and you're going to have all this poking through. So I'm going to stamp my baubles again, but I can cheat when I stamp my baubles. Make sure I ink all of this up. Yep, I think I got it. Right, and it's gonna go about there, I think. Can't stamp for toffee today, my fingers. There we go, that should be done. There we go, so we get that gorgeous corner coming over the top. But I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to do all my brown stamping now, so I know it's done. So I'm just going to ink up them baubles again. And we're going to pop them on here. There we go. And then I'm going to cheat. On this stamp set you also get the bauble by itself. The bauble, the one that everything fits in. So I'm going to grab that one. That one goes there. Just like that. So I'm just going to pop. It didn't want to go. There we go. And then I'm just going to stamp this one as well. Right. And then I said I was going to get all my stamping done, didn't I? Pop you back on there. I'm going to grab my bits again. I'm going to use this one because I do like this middle. It does remind me of those, you know, the old traditional glass baubles. We've got a few on our tree, and I just love that kind of traditional bits at Christmas. We've got a bit of everything on our tree, to be fair, but I do love the glass. No glass baubles. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Oops, I missed a bit there. But there you go. You can see again. I've not lined it up quite right because I'm sticking out the side here. It does fit if I stamped it properly. In fact, I'll show you it fits. Just me not lining it up properly. I'm just going to pop it in. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Oh, that's at an angle, that one. It does fit. It's a circle. It fits. There we go. Lost my stamp set to put this one away now. There it is. Right. I'm going to move move it all onto one side. Let's get these dry. Get that bit dry as well. Right, so now decision time. Am I continuing with my oxides or am I going to go to brusher? I think, oh, look at the inky pinkies on there. I think I'm going to stick with oxide. So I want nice yellow. Ooh, barn door, that'll do. Nice red. And I want a deep green for, oh, I'm going to have to, let me just grab another one. There we go. I have a bit of an orange bauble as well. So that's going to be my bauble. Oh, you can't see. So my bauble. Yep, they're going to be my 3 baubles. And then I'm going to go with pine needles on the pine needles. Pine needles on the fir tree. Anyway. I'm going to pop a little bit on there. It's a bit green, isn't it? And only a little bit of water with this one. And we're just going to just slop this bits on, just following some of those and making some of our own if we want to. So again, it's not even. Could use some peel paint in here as well, couldn't we? There's me being careful around my baubles. They don't have to be, do I? Putting them on. There we go. So again, don't have to do a lot, do we? There's my water puddle there. There we go. Right, and then I'm going to start with my pale one first. I think I'm going to go yellow for the long one. So again, just popping a bit on my desk. And like I would before, like I would just pop it on. More water than ink first time round. And then slowly start to build it up. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do that band across the centre here. There we go. I'm going to do my orange one. Looks very yellow actually, that, doesn't it? Do this one. Oh, it's nearly the same colour, isn't it? Let's find a better orange, shall we? I'm just going to grab any orange-ish ones. Maybe not any orange. I don't think right person would be calling it right, would it? I've got dried marigold. Oh, I found my mobile one. Bit late for that now, isn't it? Oops, daisy. You know what? We're going to go with persimmon. Yeah, that one. And see what it looks like. It's going to have red near it as well, isn't it? So. Moment of truth. Let's try it, shall we? Oh, that'll be fine, won't it? There was me. Doubting. I always have it in my head that it's a really, really strong colour, and it is. But it's also... we're also watering it down, aren't we? So... there we go, right. And then we're on to our red one. So if I hadn't have been faffing with my colours and got it right first time, it didn't quite taken me as long. There we go. Again, we're just going to start off. Ooh, that's a lot of water. This one. And come and put a bit more darker on this side. And then I'm just going to add a little bit around my bulb. Not my bulb. My bauble. Should have done the fossilised amber as well, but I forgot. Oh, I wanted to do a bit of red in that one. Never mind, I'll have to have it for you. No, we're having like a bit of red. There we go. I'm happy now. Again, you could put little gems and things in there, couldn't you? And then I'm going to dry it before I cut it out, otherwise I'm just asking for trouble, aren't I? There we go. And I know I've not coloured in the hanging bits yet. That's okay, because we'll get a bit of glossy, not glossy accents, gel pen on that. And I'm just going to cut these out. I'm not worrying about that central bulb, but if you could see what I'm doing again. Not worrying about the central bulb, but I am leaving a bit of a border around this one and the other one. And when it comes to this bulb, we will leave a border around it when we cut it out in a second. I'm not worrying about the string either, because that just becomes a faff, doesn't it? You could put like proper string, couldn't you? If you're feeling adventurous. Again, just going to go around this one, and I'm not worrying about my cutting out at all, even though it's a bit ropey, because you've got that lovely sketchy, which allows for ropey cutting out. That's a new word. I was going to say sketchy, but again, we've had that whole discussion, haven't we? I'm just going to pop a little bit of foam pads on here. I'll turn that one over as well. I'm going to bend these back a little bit so it looks like, now I need to line them up. Ooh, that's not lined up, nowhere near. There we go, and then we've got a little one in the middle. Again, I'm just going to bend that one back again. That's it. Susie's got the words for us, because mine are obviously failing us tonight. I'll blame the excitement of finishing school. I'm just going to add a little bit of gel pen. But it is, isn't it? It's not, it doesn't have to be formal. It doesn't have to take a long time to create. I can't see what I'm doing because my chair's gone down again. So I'm just like a head above a desk at the moment. But you can see, can't you? I think I've done that right-ish. There we go. What I should have done before I stuck them on was I wanted to go round with me tea day again. But I can't now because I got a bit happy at sticking things down. So let's grab our big set again, because it has some beautiful sayings on this one. So you've got, with warmest thoughts at Christmas time, happy Christmas, wishing you all the happiness your heart can hold, and wishing you a Christmas decorated with happiness and wonder. That one about happiness your heart can hold, that could be a nice one for any time of the year really. I'm going to use this one, I think. No, I'm not, because I've just realised my piece of paper's not. That'll not fit though. And yeah, I did. I just realised it wouldn't. That was never gonna fit, was it? So I'm gonna get a stamping block, and I want my brown ink again. Because I've stamped in brown, I'm gonna keep that all the way through, because it'll look odd now if I put a bit of black on there, won't it? This is a bit of a snug fit, but you know what? I'm all for using up my scraps. There you go. Oh, that's a bit skew swift. Ignore that one. I can't see a sausage being... Sorry, you have to get my head because I cannot see a sausage. I am literally like a head above a desk. I'll have to show you in a minute. There we go. That's better. Get a quick blast so I don't get inky pinkies. Oh, it's just gone down again. Didn't think it could get much lower. It's on the floor in a minute. Grab this one. Like I say, I haven't got anything else to match this up onto. So I have got a little bit of green. That could look quite nice. I'm thinking brown. No, that's black. You'll get the idea. I will finish this one off. But I think I'm going to grab my spritz. So this one, the fossilised amber, yep, that's the one. It looks fabulous. It's the one I did those splatters with before. Though I did splatter it all over my top as well. Because, well, why not? So just make sure your bottom's clean. Which, not quite. That is. And then all I'm going to do is unscrew the lid and just splatter few little bits of sparkle. Whoop. On the paper, not on me. And it's just like lovely little golden dots everywhere. And I am being silly now because I am using my heat gun and I've got tape on there. I just want to show you how beautiful those little spritzes, those little splatters there. Look a bit wishy-washy to begin with, but if you do it that way, you get these lovely, there we go. Let's get it off my table as well. Right, there you go. So if I do that now, how pretty is that? Just a little bit of sparkle on there. Yeah. And then that will go on there, and obviously I'm going to matte it. I think I'm going to matte it onto brown, so it pulls the brown that we've stamped through on there. So there you go. We've made two, haven't we? We've used one we've used our little poinsettia for, and the other we've used that bauble corner. So should we have a quick look back through? Oops, did I just press the wrong button? No, I didn't. There we go. Right. At what new loveliness we have for Christmas 2024. We have our big poinsettia. That is the humongous one. That one. Yep. We have our little poinsettia cube. Let me see if I can find one. You'd be impressed if I can find one for everything, can't you? There we go. So that's our little poinsettia cube. And again, that fits in there if you want it to. We've got our lovely greetings stamp there. I've used that on the background on that one. Fabulous background, that one. Just like that birthday one. I think I will be using that one quite a lot. We have our baubles. There we go. On there. We've got our extra bits. Oh, there we go. That one's got extra bits on it. So we've got our extra. We've got our like we've done tonight with our bits in the background, and then that's got the other middle on it. We've got our corner. Ooh, I think I'm running out now. Nope, there you go. We've got our corner, and then we've got our teeny tiny little poinsettia that we did tonight alongside our corner we've done tonight. There you go. So I'll show you now how much I have sunk on my chair, if I can get my mouse to cooperate. Because he's laughing at me. Look at the state of this. I was up here when we started. Anyway, oh, wrong one. There we go. Still the same. Oh, I'm just ahead on this one because my chair has sunk that much whilst I've been crafting. My elbows are just on the table. Anyway, I'm saying it makes her want to start Christmas cards. Well, funnily you should say that. Sorry, I can't take myself seriously when I am this low down. Let me move that down. No, not helping. I'm a bit more. I'm shoulders and a head now. Up there. So talking of Christmas card making, I have decided I am going to get in front on my Christmas cards this year. So every other Friday, starting next week, I am going to be posting a Christmas idea to get you batch making your cards. So if you want to make there's going to be 10 between now and December. So if you want to make 100, you make 10. If you want to make 50, you make 5. You get the idea. But it'll be an idea using whatever stamps you fancy. But it's just to get us all batch making our cards ready for Christmas, because I am really good at leaving everything to the last minute. So this year I want to be proactive and get making my Christmas cards. So like I say, every other week there will be an idea. Sorry. There we go. An idea using some of our stamps to get us all batch making our cards for Christmas. So I do hope you can join me and get our cards made before December this year. That is my plan, my target for this year. I am going to make my Christmas cards before December. So watch out for that starting next week. So every other week starting next week. Stamps are available on website now, and we will be back on Monday with our monthly make, and I do hope you can join me then, and hopefully my seat will be a lot higher and I won't just be ahead. So thank you for joining me tonight. Do take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.